Welcome into the Danny Servance Show. It's an off week here at the Ellison Eagle Fieldhouse, but that does not mean the work has stopped. It continues and continues. Before we talk about it, got to go back to last week. Pflugerville-Hendrickson, a couple plays away from winning that ball game. I know you were frustrated, buddy.
Yeah, I really was. Our kids played hard and really was, happy about how hard they played, but just Murphy's Law hit us a little bit. Whatever could go wrong did go wrong at certain times in the ball game, and those things we couldn't overcome. And I hadn't had many ball games like that, so hopefully we've gotten it out of the way, and now we'll go ahead and play like we know we're capable of playing going into district.
But you did have some good plays in the game, and they did play well. Like you said, a couple weird things happening like they did, changes the whole course of the game. But all in all, you had a good ball game offensively, and defensively, pretty good. A couple, like you said, a big play right off the bat. Ain't no fun either.
We really did. Had a great ball game. Offense moved the ball. Had a couple of guys that did a terrific job. Daryl Caney rushed 22 times for 124 yards in that game, and had an outstanding ball game. So I was really, really, happy about that for him, and that means that our offensive line also had a good ball game and did a great job. Tavion Johnson also had a good ball game, and he's been consistent for us the last couple of weeks. And so, defensively, I thought our guys stepped up and did a great job versus a very good running back that they had there at Pflugerville. Big, physical, and we had to be physical also in that game. And so, like you said, some really good things happened, and we're going to build on those things and get ready for Red Oak.
Only thing is, season 1's over with. Season 2 begins the next week. You get a week to get ready for it, heal up, get the kids in a little bit better condition to about 4 quarters of football, and then you have to take on a Red Oak team that really, you need to win that ball game to start off district play on the right foot. Yeah,
we really do. That's the one that we're concentrating on during our open week. We are just trying to stay in a regular routine. We're still 6:30 on the field and going through our regular routine of hitting the weights on the days that we're supposed to hit the weights before we go on the field. And then with our JV guys, they've got a study hall that they do in the mornings. And then this afternoon on Wednesday, we have Wake Up Wednesday. And so every sport on campus has study hall after school, and so practice for anybody can't start until after 5 o'clock because our kids are in study hall. So, we're trying to use this open week to be productive as far as football is concerned, but also academically.
Yeah, they got to get their heads straight to get on the field in the first place because those grades are going to be coming out, and you got to have those grades and everything. And you all work with the kids. I was just in here talking with one of your coaches, and kid came in and asked him a question, and he was like ready to answer, brought him over and set him down and talked to him, and the kid was on his way and had his answer to the problem he had and everything. And that's the coaching and mentoring I'm seeing around here is unbelievable. I want to give you a big round of applause for everything you've done since you got here, because let's face it, this was an empty office when you got here, and you have filled it up with not only intelligence but also love for these guys and your team, and it shows. It shows that when these kids play for you and play as hard as they can. And I know off weeks are always tough because the kids are going, last Friday. I said, you got to forget about that. That's last Friday. That was the last season. We got a brand new one here. We start winning. Red Oaks are tough guys. You're going to go see them, though. They're playing Lake Belton, you said, on Friday night. So you're going to get a chance to go watch them.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll go over and, scout those guys a little bit, get a bird's eye view. We see them on film, but it's different when you're seeing them there in person. You get a more accurate depiction of how they really are as a football team. And like you said, you want to win the ball game going into your open week. We didn't do that this past week, but the good thing about it, like you said, was that it was the end of one season. And we do divide our season into three. You've got preseason, you've got the district race, and then you have the playoffs. And so it was good that preseason was ending and we had something to look forward to in starting district. So even though, we were upset and, really not excited about, how we played in the ball game and how it ended, we are looking forward to the district race. And our kids are working hard this week to try and correct some of the things that we didn't do well.
Yeah, it's time to go on a run here, baby.
It is. It is. Our young kids are growing up. I continue to talk about that, but they've got to grow up quick. And I think I've seen some guys grow up and do some really good things. And so we're just going to have to continue to get better each week that we go out, and I think we will.
Yeah, everything going pretty good. Booster Club's going big time, and everything's working with that. And also your capital campaign is doing very well, and everything you use to do things around here. I noticed that's doing pretty well too. So.
Yeah, it really is. We're doing a team-funded fundraiser, and I think we've raised like maybe $7,000 thus far, and our goal was to raise $10,000. And so we've got a couple of days left on that fundraiser, and so anyone that would like to contribute, to Ellison football, feel free to contact our quarterback club. You can find them on Facebook, and if you need to, call the school, and I'll give you more information.
That's pretty cool stuff because that helps pay for all the stuff else through the year, the lunches, dinners,
absolutely,
all the stuff you do when you go on the road and stuff like that. So good stuff. Quarterback stuff. High school behind you. I know I've seen Mr. Dominguez at every ball game.
Absolutely.
And if he could put on a pair of shoulder pads, and he'd play for you anytime. So the school pride is here. Even with my Eagle alums that I see on Facebook, they're 100% behind you and ready for this next second season.
Well, I'll tell you what, we have tremendous support. And, I want to say thank you to everyone who support us. Our administration does a terrific job, like you said, of supporting us and standing behind us and beside us and trying to give us anything that we need in order to be successful with our kids. So thank you again for all of your support, all of you fans that are out there, and we'd love to see you continue to support us and fill those stands.
Yep, and you can do that here in a couple of weeks. We got Red Oak, so that's going to be a heck of a ball game. You get that week off, so you enjoy your trip over to Lake Belton to watch that football game. And we are looking forward to talking to you next week about the game plan. Don't want to let Red Oak know too much, so we're not going to talk too much about it today. So,
absolutely. Well, we are looking forward to going over and watching some good football and having this week off ourselves to relax a little bit. And, this past weekend was my birthday, so...
I wasn't going to mention how old you were.
I know it. I'm not getting older, I'm getting better. Let's say that.
That's it.
But I appreciate it. And like I said, we appreciate everything you do, too, covering the high school sports here in Central Texas. And, it says a lot about you wanting to get our kids promoted out there and names out there and give them all of the prestige that they well deserve.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'll do it because I love it, and I love the kids, and the kids are loving me back, and that is really cool. When they yell, "Hey, I-14" to me, you can't put a dollar figure on that, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
I wish you a good weekend. I hope you enjoy it. Treat it like this is your birthday weekend again, since you only got a little bit of one.
That's right.
Last weekend, so we'll have a bigger party this weekend.
That's right.
Give me a call, okay?
Hey, I'll do that.
All right. You have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week, Coach.
All right. Go Eagles.
You are watching I-14 Sports Network.